Alright. Oh. It. Oh dear. I will explain. I was alt-tabbed, hilariously. Wow. I was checking back some of the footage just to see how it's gone. I thought when I alt-tabbed, my game had paused itself as it normally does. It apparently had not this time. Wow. That was, a thing to find out. Luckily I had game audio, so I would have heard if I took damage, but still a little precarious. I need to be cautious as that. Maybe no more alt-tabbing without first pressing, you know, the escape, just to be sure. Right, I needed one more of these fences. That was the idea. Now we've got all these birch logs again. We can make it work. Bam, 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 like this, and then bam. And we can go back over here, place it. Now we've got this like support beam that goes along the bottom. I think I will do this because I don't like the way they jut out as much. God, I wish I could like connect it there, but you know, we'll see. I kind of like this added little thing. You'll be able to crouch under it, I think, here as well. Maybe you can't actually. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh wait, maybe that was the cause. But it will be nice. There will be some changes as I go along. This is just generally the gist of the build. I will show you what I mean as time sort of keeps moving. But for now, you know what? I'm going to do something. Well, I'm going to quickly do this. Sorry, I temporarily left the Discord call I was in because I want to just, for a moment, kind of focus on this. Just kind of get down what I'm trying to build. Thing is, with these kind of houses, they don't tend to really change that much, if that makes sense. In fact, I'm almost like along the lines of using at best like an oak that's like, I don't think okay, so I'm kind of at the point of grabbing one of these, right, taking them up here and placing that, or maybe this. I think the oak actually works better for this. I think what we'll do, obviously I will put down another oak log right here, strip it, I'll have to get rid of my shield, but what we're going to do, I think, for the corners of this building, we'll have oak that's been stripped. It just gives a bit more of that rough wood look, you know? It has a little bit of a change to the colour, but not enough of one to really look out of place, I don't think. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong, and I'll build this a little bit, and I'll feel immediately like I'm wrong. No, I should have, but I should have went for birch, and I can change if that's the case. I can change it, but for now, I will do this. I didn't finish it. There we go. Just have these like wooden pillars up here. Now I know what you're thinking. Giant wooden logs on top of stilts that are tiny looks goofy and weird. And you are right. I'm not going to sit here and act like it doesn't. Honestly, I'm not. I don't have amazing ideas, I'll admit, for a lot of the things I kind of want to do up here. I was talking obviously about texturing. I'm thinking like trapdoors on the sides of blocks being used with dark oak. Along these here, I think I'm going to use a lot of dark oak. I mean, I'll show you what I'm thinking. Because it's better to do it that way. But, you know, these, they're not the craziest, you know? I think a little bit of these, build upwards, and along these blocks have this like kind of nice panelled wooding. I think that could be a bit of a colour shift. Have them over windows too, maybe. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we have. For now, just going to place a few more. Well, we're going to mainly build the floor in right now. This is what we're going to do. We're going to place a few of these. Oh, misclick. Nothing too crazy, but we're just, you know, gonna place a few blocks around. And build in a bit of a floor. Does this look weird? Yes. Frankly, yes. The temptation to use different wood is high. Again, I'm really not liking the mono colour of all of this. I will be changing some of it to be a bit more adventurous, but I still think there's a bit of a lack of colour. I think actually I might move ahead what I was thinking, because in hindsight now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, this is more noticeable than I thought it was going to be. How bad this can get. So, yeah, we'll do it right now. Now you might be like, what are you talking about, Ryan? I had the thought of, I will be needing a lot of those actually. I'm getting a few of these, some dark oak planks too. I'm going to need the oak as well, as much oak as I can get. Don't actually have that much, unfortunately. But what I'll do is I'll make some logs real quick. We've got enough. We've got enough of those as it is right now. Do this just to have it aligned in my inventory a bit better, like that. There we go. Sorry, I'll just quickly blow my nose. Please, look. Do not listen for the next few minutes. Just 1 second. And maybe I'll cut that out if I can figure that out. Or maybe I won't. You get the raw Ryan experience. Should have thought that one through before I said it. Right, so what we're going to do... Am I doing this right, or have I forgotten already? I've forgotten already. That's a very me thing. No. There we go. I'm going to make a few of these. One more. There we go. Just 12 for now. But we will change that. That will be a number that changes. You'll notice it here as well as I build a few of these. Now, what am I thinking? You might be thinking. You will see. I'm going to have them arrayed like this. In general. Sorry, just been messaged real quick. So, there we go. Just quickly messaging. Right. Also, that's funny. I forgot one of the logs. Whoops. That's fine. Do this then instead. We're going to need a few more logs than that, probably. Bam. There we go. Alright. Now. Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Let's have 12 of those as well. Also, then do the same thing. Oh, they're in my inventory. Oh. Not a fan of rain. Boo. Ah, like this. There we go. It's not a thunderstorm. Okay. For now, wait, we should start probably with you. Now, for those of you that haven't already got it, you're probably going to get it soon. Water level. I'm going to introduce an artificial water level to the general build. I'm going to build it up so that the water level is actually more noticeable in certain areas. I mean, because as it is, it's not going to be noticeable that much. Ah! I could build it one higher there. No, I did. Well, maybe then I'll even get rid of that. And replace that in a second, because the next layer is oak. See what I'm doing? Sort of introducing this story to the build. that the water level here changes. They're like more saturated colour at the bottom, like it's been soaked in a lot more wood, and going up generally until it gets to the more pale wood at the top that's more sun bleached. Oh, it is getting dark. Look at that. Stealthy. Nearly got me. But basically, it's a bit of a way of telling a story, but it's also a way of conveying the differing water level without having much of a drastic change, I think. So, we are going to have to quickly have a look here. It says one below. That means both of these are probably oak, right? Or one of them isn't? Yeah, one of them isn't oak. So one of them is. So you're oak. And you're going to be both oak. But it tells a tale that the water level can get very high. I have now realised that I'm essentially saying the water level floods the bottom level of this jungle sometimes. And I think that's kind of cool, actually, you know? I think that's kind of cool. Like, we have these pools of water, like here. I think that works. It's a kind of environmental storytelling. Maybe I'll build more, like, washed out areas and build, like, a fake sand thing. We'll see, we'll see. Obviously, next comes the level of, well, if that's the case... Ooh. I almost want to build another layer up. And then have it, like, really... See, I'm now at a point where... Nah. It's fine. Basically, I had to decide there if I wanted to keep it the way I was then making it, or adjust it a little bit. But I think I'm going to keep it the way I'm making it. Which means that this layer was already oak. Which does mean there's not that much jungle, but I think the jungle is meant to be the most subtle sort of part of it anyway. Also, will continue to be on these here. I nearly just hit my horse with a diamond axe. I don't want to talk about it. Here we go. See? See, monsieur? That's the wrong language that I've just went for there. I don't have a word to say. But you know. Oak. Sorry. I know I'm very bad at multitasking, as you'll find out. So I find it very hard to focus on my words and block placements like this at the same time. Make sure it's leveled out. It is perfect. See, now we get rid of these. And it removes the birch from the equation entirely from this, like, lower level here. This lower level is now entirely not birch. Which is actually a big deal, I think, in terms of colouring. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not the world's best builder. In fact, I'm pretty much near the bottom of the list. But I have learnt some things from some people that are very, very good at building. So I like to think that I'm not completely hopeless. I like to think. That's not to say I'm not. Here we go. Does that make sense? Now I'm starting to wonder. Does that make sense? The dark oak kind of takes away from what I'm doing. What I might do, actually, is remove the dark oak from the stairs entirely. Because it kind of ruins the colour grading of the wood. So what I might do instead is start it up here, have it on the lower layer, have it be more of a pervasive thing at the top, like it's being kept away from being damaged. That's like environmental storytelling, is that it's being kept from being damaged. I like that. That's quite interesting. It kind of creates this like, this wood might be worth more. People are trying to protect it from being, you know, damaged by water, like waterlogged. Is this why I find out that this is in no way even? Yes. I put the stairs in a random spot. It's not symmetrical. I like that. I like it not being symmetrical. Others might hate it, but I actually kind of like it. I'm a bit of a weirdo when it comes to things like this. I think. Maybe I'm not. Maybe, you know what? throw a comment down in the comment area. Funnily enough, if you also like the idea of, you know, stripped logs everywhere, just not a small amount of stripped logs, just a load of them, an abundance of them, an uncomfortable amount of stripped logs, because I'm all about stripping. Anyway, let's go have a look, get more of these. I think I'm eradicating all of the oak trees in this forest, not the dark oak ones, but the normal oak trees, because they're not dropping saplings, they're getting absorbed. Unless they are and I've just been leaving them behind. That's almost funny. No, they have been just staying here. They do look horrible, so I will have to come clean them up. I'll probably do that when I'm not on video. Wait, no, because that goes against the whole thing. No, I would definitely still be on video, because what if I got eaten by a dragon while I was fixing the trees? That would be uncool, wouldn't it? I mean, it'd be funny. It would be funny. No, so yeah, we're going to keep doing this. We're going to need a lot of logs. If we're using oak that's stripped, that's going to be the kind of colour palette we're working off of. I think the oak that's stripped is enough of a colour difference from the rest to really justify it being up there, not looking like it's waterlogged. But I might be wrong. But then maybe there's this cool narrative, environmental narrative, that this is like driftwood. You know, it was waterlogged wood that has been then repurposed into being made into a building. You know? I kind of like that as well. So maybe that will work as a bit of environmental storytelling. Or maybe it won't. Maybe people... Maybe I'm thinking too much about it, and really that's not the story that's being told there. But you know, I can hope that that's at least conveyed. This was a very weird building to look at, isn't it? Really. Let's just for now get this layer down. There, you know, this outside layer that I'm going to be very careful with. That should work, right? There will be some problems with corners like this, you see, with the idea I have for trapdoors, but I'm sure we can find something to work off that. Maybe like lanterns hang down. That could be cool. I like that. I've got an idea already that I've immediately liked. So the problem here is that the door would have to be facing the ingrained part of the wood. I don't know if I like that. We'll see. I am once again using a monocolor wood with no real change to it as I kind of build this roof. Like I'm not expanding into using more birch again or anything else. Did I pick my bed up? No, where is it? That's right there. Now it's getting evening. It's not actually dark yet. It is working, isn't it? Look at this. Perfect. There'll probably be birch planks on the inside, right? So like, I tend to like to... Maybe? Actually, maybe not. Maybe I do just leave these as vastly open glass panes. In fact, let me have a look real quick again. No, they're not really built like that. Oh! Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm doing all this, building up with these logs. I've got bamboo everywhere around me. There's so much bamboo. I could have made whole sections. I could have made the whole tiki stands out of bamboo. Oh no, that wouldn't have looked as cool. But I could use bamboo blocks in these walls for sure. Maybe that's why I do the interior layer in. So like I have these logs come up, And maybe I even get rid of these and just replace it. Yeah. Okay, idea. Huge genius idea. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut these down in en masse. We're gonna murder these en masse. Right? Okay. Hey, listen, hear me out. Hear me out. Maybe this is a bad idea. Maybe this won't actually look that cool. Good chance of that, I would say. I'm not, again, a good builder, but there is a chance. I don't know how the hell you do this. It's got to be like that, right? Oh, perfect. Okay, there's a chance. I'm going to need at least 64 of them, so I'm going to need 9 stacks in my inventory, minimum. So we will get rid of everything that isn't them right now. Just get rid of all this wood. So I've leaned really close for a second. It's definitely nighttime. It's okay. There we go. We're gonna go cut down a lot of bamboo very, very quickly. Watch this. Whoa! Turbo boost. Whoa. Bam! Bam! Whoa! Whoa! You might be like, well, you've eradicated all the bamboo from it. I can replant bamboo. Trust me. If anyone in the world can replant bamboo, it's me. Okay? It's me. And one other person that helped quite a lot during the time I was doing that. But I'm definitely up there, you know. You know what? No. I was gonna let the fish have the rest, but no. Okay, remember, I need, this isn't a joke, I need 9 stacks. Probably more. So I've got 4 so far. Just going around tree capitating bamboo by the ton. I am ruining it. I know what you're thinking. You're like, Ryan, you're ruining the exterior. You're right. You're right, I am. I'm doing that. But, isn't it sick at the same time? That I can just replant these with, like, no real concern. Bamboo is one of, like, the fastest growing things on the planet, and it will grow through anything. It will kill a man. Terrifying. Honestly, bamboo honestly probably should be gotten rid of. No, I'm joking. I do love bamboo. It's very cool. Don't know if any of you did, but I used to run around as a kid with bamboo, just swinging it at people. Not at people, at other people with bamboo. I don't know why I said at people in general, as if it was just like a psychotic, evil thing I was doing, but you know, you get the idea. It's like the budget version of a lightsaber fight when you're like 2, not even 2, when you're like 10. Shout out the 10-year-olds. Shout out the 10-year-olds that like beating each other up. You know, love that. Oh, there's like a whole biome. Oh, Podzol. That's pretty cool. Podzol. Yeah, there you go. Alright. Oh, 64 is not going to get me anywhere, is it? I'm very, 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 you know... I'm believing a lot to believe that 64 is going to get me anywhere. I mean, I'm still planning to have these big windows, right? So... I don't know if this actually works like I thought it would. Can you like dry out the bamboo? Can you like get dried bamboo? What the hell is that? What? Bamboo. You make bamboo. What? Oh. that's 100% what I'm looking for. Boom. Oh, oh, yes, 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 yes. Yeah, they can build up to that, probably. This actually is probably enough. And maybe we make... Can I make, like, anything out of bamboo? You can. Cool. Once again, I'm doing weird stuff again, aren't I? I'm up to weird shenanigans. Since they don't tend to be that fancy. I mean, I obviously could build it one higher and then have this, but I think it works. I'm not sure what I want to do here. Like, do I want to make the door? I think maybe, yeah. It doesn't need the European style of, like, reinforced structure that, you know, might come to mind. For now, let's just do this. Like that. Now we're getting a lot of sand. I know you're thinking, no way he's actually going to make the diamond shovel. I am. Never doubt me. I'll do things that make no sense. That isn't actually that natural sand formation, I feel. It feels a bit off. So, it'll work when it comes out. Right, we're over here anyway. Let's just tear apart some of this. Ooh, ooh, wait, that's a smart idea. Right here. This is going to be my sugar. Well, I don't want to do that. God, I keep seeing those birds and like, I'm panicking now. Panicking because I forgot the plan again. Okay, just making it so there's a really steep drop off right here. Because I need the grass, but I don't want it to be a very visible difference from the terrain. For sure, if you look underwater, you'll notice it very immediately, probably, but better that than I tear it apart from the land. I mean, you need to get the sand. You know, you can't not have it. It's an important part of the house. So I've gotta source it. What can I say? I'm a sourcing genius. Those two. I think a stack. Ooh. I think a stack probably would do it, but I ain't probably going to rely on that fact. Now, I'm very much aware that if I have any grand plans for any sort of... Is that dried grass? No, like burnt... Oh God. Have I built... Okay. Right, so everyone, we're going to be a bit cautious to not go in that direction. Now, we did find a tier 5 dead dragon. That makes me think that the home over there that I'm seeing is probably the home of a dead dragon. But part of me is very aware that dragon could be very much alive. And I've built my house this close. But if it's like a cool tiki adventure house, they're not going to want to come and kill it, right? What if I offer like alcohol to the dragons? You know, dragons probably can drink. They're probably intelligent creatures that like alcohol. Where am I going up there? Why am I going up there? I'm not slightly panicked as I speak right now. I'm not panicking a little bit, just a tiny bit at all. What am I, a coward? Nah. But if I was scared, I would be thinking of how fast I want to make these dark oak things, so I can make this hidden area right below. And I'm not thinking along that line right now, obviously, at all, which is why I'm not going to do this real quick and then do this real quick. No, you know what? That's why I'm not panicking and doing stupid things like placing 1,000 blocks where I don't need 1,000 blocks. Because that would be stupid. Nope. God, it's turning night. Nighttime's more scary now. What if dragons hunt at night, you know? Weird. It's kind of a vibe. Okay, you're in bed. Okay. Dragon on the horizon. Things could be better. Things could also be a lot worse. But remember, that is terrifying. But there's always things that can be more terrifying. And honestly, in the grand scheme of things, that's probably the dead dragon. We know that. That's where we know that in our hearts. Now, to distract myself, I'm going to explain my thinking. This is going to be a thing where I might even place it below and on this side. The idea here is to create an interior that is weirdly very dark and rich, despite the fact that this is supposed to be like a tiki hut. That's the idea. That's literally the whole idea. I like the idea of it though. Going to endeavour to make it a thing. We'll see. Maybe it won't work. Maybe it'll look really bad. I'm going to also have this added layer below of slabs. So it really cuts off like this, you see? I like it. Now, the question is, do I keep it birch planks? Or do I instead go for what I originally wanted to do, which was this dark, sort of darker thing? Maybe I go for oak planks? Like oak things. I think, okay, we can trial this. We can trial this. Okay, so what we're going to do, get this, get the remaining oak I have, turn those into, well, just turn all of them into planks. No. Some slabs. There you go. Enough for slabs. There we go. We can test to see if we think that is a better look or that. I think this is too much. Part of me likes the... Then if this is wet, isn't that kind of going against? Is this what I mean? It's almost better if it is this. No. We're going to keep to the birch, I think, because it kind of keeps the... Sorry, I'm hearing some very concerning sounds from like outside. Not sure what's going on. Hopefully everyone's safe. This is a reminder, if you're watching this and you're not sure, make sure your door's locked. Don't know what kind of people are out there. A lot of people like to drink. It is a Friday night. Just be careful. Keep yourselves safe. idea, just to go over it. Glowberries under here. Yeah, generally that's the idea. A wall of glowberries. I'm going to put like fences probably down below. I might even end up doing something weird to make this kind of go. Okay, the people outside are getting closer. That's fine. To make it like kind of nice and cozy. I like this as a supporting structure to the building. Maybe a little overdone. There's now like a lot. It's kind of noisy to look at, admittedly. And it's probably only going to get worse, but I'm a fan of it. I think I might just even have the leaves just hanging down from below. Oh, yeah. Good point. Good point, me. We've now got a bunch of glass. Now, I'd never forget the recipe for making panes of glass. I've seen people do that. Me, I could never. Remembered it since the first time I ever played Minecraft. That's way too many, probably. Oh, fuck. It's fine. I can experiment a bit with it. If I don't like what I'm placing, I can break it all. Probably still have enough. Actually, it might not be more than I thought. In fact, another part of me is like, why am I putting glass in the tiki house? These should be just fences as windows. Bamboo fences. But then I think modern tiki houses do have windows. Yeah, I'm seeing them. I'm seeing them. So now it comes down to the roof, really. You know what? I'm sorry, I should have given like a warning. Next time I'll give a warning whenever I'm about to break glass. I don't want to make you listen to it. I know it's... That's probably worse. I have put the door... I built the staircase without really considering where I was, but I kind of like that it's not... I think it's actually worse not having this window. I think this window is kind of needed. Which is weird, I know, but, you know. I'm going to change that as well, I think. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out as I go. I think, if I can, just make a bamboo staircase. I could do the general, quite normal thing that people do at this point. You know. Wait, can I make bamboo doors? Yeah! Alright, sick. So, what I'm going to do... This, you definitely know. The most basic trick in the book. Bam! So basic. So basic. It's still lovely though, I love it. Always have, always probably will. Now, my only hope for this dark oak thing is that I'm going to be using dark oak along here. I'm hoping that will make it look a little nicer. On the corners I can't do that. I'm going to have like... Maybe I can have like tiki torches up there on all the corners. But then I won't be able to get around. I haven't thought this one through. Maybe you don't need to get around. Okay, let's do this. Let's get some fences. Torches probably. Rain has always caused me fear. I'll admit that to you all. Not in real life, I love it in real life. Specifically in Minecraft, maybe because of the old Herobrine days, part of my brain has just never been like, what a joy, it's raining. Never happened. My brain's always like, not a fan. Okay, so here's going to be the annoying part, I think. Yeah, I thought so. So, to do what I want to do, it's a bit annoying. Admittedly. What you have to do is you place any block And you place it here. Bam. Get rid of the block. Now you have this little connection here. It's like attached to. It makes this lovely little walkway, you know? Because otherwise, I can just show you. You put it like this. It works just as well. But I don't like how it doesn't have this little lip. I really don't. It really bothers me. I don't know why. It always has. I feel like they should jut out slightly. I really immediately got like missed my own memo on that one. Even before I die, full damage. Hey, very, very doable actually. I have a giant chasm at the back of my house, I remember. You know what we're gonna have to do? I'm looking at it, and my brain's immediately like, I think, yeah. What do birch ones look like again? Not a fan of the birch in this one. Okay, I think we're going to do a bunch of bamboo trapdoors. I want to kind of just get this final vision I have down for now, you know? Then we can go into next time, kind of really going at it. I think it could be nice. So what I'm going to try and do is genuinely build as many of these as I can. Really just try and get this down. Genuinely. That did not give us that many bamboo trapdoors, unfortunately. Bamboo, it seems, is quite hard to get like an abundance of. I guess when you have one stack, though, you kind of like if you have 32 bamboo blocks, you have enough. Oh, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to redo all this. It's fine. It's not a hassle, really. I'm not gonna say it's the greatest thing, you know. I'd rather not be doing it this way. Now, wait. No, this should work fine. I believe. Anyway. Yeah, works like a charm. I'll make this lovely walkway around the house. Unfortunately, only have 4 left, which is not enough. We need a lot more bamboo. Why am I using stripped oak as a throwaway block? That's a great question. I'm a fan of it. Hey horse. Sorry, I know I've left you down there for quite a while now. It's all good. It's all gonna be worth it in the end, my friend. Maybe I just end it here. Boom! Maybe I at least finish the barrier. What do we think, guys? Do I... You know what? I can do that. I can do that. That's not much, really, is it? Probably like another... Honestly, probably another stack of... 9 stacks. If I can get 9 stacks of bamboo, I feel pretty confident. That'll be enough. I'm saying that, but like, 9 9 stacks of bamboo I don't think is an outrageously hard amount to get. Like, if we're going to be honest, I got it pretty quick that last time. I'm already on multiple stacks right now. Let's have them in an inventory. I mean, if I'm honest, I thought I had more stacks than I do. I'm a little... Oh, okay, there's more up here. Ah, there you go. See? See? That's 3 stacks from what I just did. It's a third of the way there. Definitely not about to run out of bamboo, are we? Like, I'm not going to have to be like, oh, I have to replant them right now, otherwise I'll be none left. I will replant them soon. Oh, wait, there could be pandas! I think they're in this version, if there's bamboo, right? Surely. Are pandas in the game? Am I crazy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's 5. That'd be my 6th. Surely pandas in the game. My poor diamond axe. I made this a few hours ago. Now it's nearly on the verge of destruction. Complete destruction. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and a bit. Sorry, that probably peaked the mic like hell. Or it didn't get picked up at all, and you're like, what is he talking about? Ooh, that might be too many stacks of bamboo. I might have overdone it now. Or maybe, you know, I could have been way off with the amount that I thought I'd need. So we'll see. Oh, no, not my pork chops. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Blocks. Boom. Boom. Wow, 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 wow. Whoa. Yeah, I probably don't need a spare one. Okay, then we turn these into planks. Turn the planks that I have into trapdoors. 36. I'm probably gonna need more than that. Honestly. Yeah, 44. Maybe enough. We'll see. Right. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. I need like the 2. Like, I misplaced immediately. God damn, bam, bam. Oh, nope, did it again. Watch this. Batter around. Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. Come batter me and me, that's a sin. I can't remember the lyrics. Also, in hindsight, not a good idea to sing that. Did I? No, that's fine. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, what? Oh. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, so if I'm really good with it, I can place it as I'm doing it. Okay, bam! What? Up we go. There we go. Wait, in hindsight, yeah, this is so much easier. This is so much easier to do from below than it is from above. Actually, no, it's not. Jesus. Not smart sometimes. I forget that the height isn't consistent because it's the sand. So, like here. Oh, we got it. We got it. We got it all. We got it all. There we go. Now, if I go around, like so, I go up here and I go, haha, hello. I can go over here and be like, boom, 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 boom. Now I have this lovely little barrier or banister made of bamboo all the way around the house. I can move stuff around. I can move stuff up here now. That's true, actually. I can move everything up here. I mean, maybe I want to figure the roof out. I don't know what I'm going to build it out of. I really don't. I'm now thinking bamboo on the top. Could be the idea. Bamboo roof. That's a lot more bamboo. It'd probably be... Oh, hang on. Let's have a quick look. How would we do this? There's a few different ways you can do it. Could have it come out like bam bam, and then steeply go up. That might be the idea, but like, it'd have to steeply come out all the way around. Will it look too over the top? Might look a little garish. You know, fuck it. I'm doing it. Sorry. Didn't mean to yell. It's a fun. Aren't they like rare? I hope not. Let's go back down here to my bamboo murder grounds. We're gonna need a bunch more. I've got an idea of what I'm doing. Hopefully. That'll be good. In fact, what I'm gonna do real quick is restart my recording software.